A new law went into effect at the end of July in Washington state that removes the personal or philosophical exemption for the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, more commonly referred to as the MMR vaccine. The law applies to public schools, private schools, and licensed child care centers. Here to tell us more about this is Kayla Scrivener from the Tacoma, Pierce County Health Department. Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning.
Thank you for taking the time to share with our viewers today
Happy
more about why is the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine so important?
Well, the MMR vaccine is so important because we've been seeing an increase in measles in Pierce County, throughout the country, in our state, throughout the world. So we really want to make sure that everyone is up to date on their MMR. Measles is a very serious disease. It makes people, especially children, very sick. And the vaccine is extremely effective. So the vaccine for measles is about 97% effective after 2 doses. And so that's why it's so important that people get vaccinated and protect, the most vulnerable people in our community that might be immune compromised or not old enough to be vaccinated yet.
And measles is highly contagious.
It's very contagious. So measles is one of the most contagious diseases. It's airborne, so it travels through the air. Wow. So people just need to be in the same room as someone that has measles, and it stays in the air after 2 hours after they've left the room. So highly contagious disease.
So what are some of the changes that have come about with the MMR vaccine as far as the personal exemption piece? Can you share with us about that?
So what the law does is removes the personal and philosophical exemptions for the MMR. So any students that were going to school that had a personal or philosophical exemption, that's not an option anymore. The medical and religious exemptions still remain. So if this is something that a child had, the parents are going to want to talk to their pediatrician about what comes next.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for those watching that would want some more information about immunization process,
sure.
what would you suggest?
If you have any questions about immunizations for you or your child, it's really good to talk to your doctor or pediatrician. We also have great information on our website at www.tpchd.org that answers a lot of the frequently asked questions, and you can get information on where to go for vaccine there.
And is it still for the MMR process for religious reasons? Are there still exemptions for that?
Yes, both religious and medical exemptions remain.
Okay, awesome. Kayla, when did this new law go into effect?
It went into effect July 28th of this year, so a couple months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there anything else that you would like to add in regards to this?
Just that there is another piece of the law that applies to child care staff and volunteers. It requires them to provide proof of vaccine records to their employer or proof of immunity. So if people that work in child care or volunteer with child care have questions about that, they can also talk to their medical provider about that. That's another part of the law that is designed to make sure we have community immunity here in the state.
Absolutely, and that's a big change, right?
Yes.
So, well, Kayla, thank you for taking the time to be with us today and share an education. I'm a big advocate of getting educated. So, and I just want to say a special thank you to you and your team for all that you're doing to keep our community healthy and safe and also educated. So thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Learn more about immunizations for children and adults, including where to get them, at the Tacoma Pierce County Health Department's website. Up next, we'll learn about disaster preparedness. Don't go away.